Good afternoon, guys. So I want to preface this video with one quick comment. Please don't watch this video while eating lunch. Okay? You'll understand why shortly. Now, this kind of goes out again to those that are newbies into the prepping world, but obviously some of the stuff in here is pertinent to all of us. So, hopefully get some information here. Now, we all know the truth about inflation, okay? What it really is, not the bullshit number of 5.4%, even though that's very high, okay, that the government puts out because, they have a tendency to leave out food and energy costs. And, those are the two little things that really hit us in the wallet because we kind of all like heat and food and that sort of stuff. So I did a little research this morning on the USDA website to see how much more we're actually paying for food than we were last year. Now, a lot of people, including myself, just throw out a generic number and say, okay, this is what it is. This is what I think. So I wanted to get the actual figures. And what I found was pretty eye-opening, okay? Now, like you guys, I've noticed prices going up, okay? And I've noticed scarcity in stores. Understand that not everybody is seeing bare shelves, but I think we can all agree prices are going up, okay? But how much, okay? So this is all USDA info, and I'm going to go over it real quick here. But give you these. Beef, bone-in ribeye, up 37% since last year. Beef ribs, up 182%. Rump roast, up 38%. Stew meat, up 25.7%. Ground beef, up 19.4%. Chicken, and I looked at the value packs here. Boneless breasts, up 44.5%. Thighs, up 17.7%. Legs, up 5%. So the kids should be happy. At least the chicken legs aren't costing you an arm and a leg. Pork, boneless pork loin, up 32.4%. Spare ribs, up 42.4%. Bacon, up 20.6%. And that's not the pre-cooked stuff. That's just the regular stuff. And again, this is average prices across the country. All right. So you may be paying more in California and less in Boston. I don't know. These are the average national prices. Vegetables, green beans, up 39%. Bunch carrots, up 21.6%. Corn, up 13.5%. Now, believe it or not, some things like potatoes and peppers are actually cheaper this year, but not many. Now, why? Because, of course, we are being conditioned to eat more vegetables and less meat. Not that a diet high in vegetables is bad for you, but why get rid of the meat? Aha. Because protein builds muscle. Muscle is strength. And the last thing a totalitarian regime wants is strong people. So what do they do instead?
Hey, Kelly. Well, we all know that prices are going up everywhere, and beef, of course, is no exception. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average price for ground beef was $4.70 per pound in May. That's up nearly 3.2% from December, up nearly 10% from May of 2019. Beef steaks even higher, up 13% from December and 17% from May of 2019. Supply chain issues, labor woes, and more have contributed to these ongoing price hikes. So could this be a win for the alternative meat companies like Beyond and Impossible? They've, of course, been historically a bit pricier, but with inflation hitting traditional beef prices, parity is drawing even closer. Take a look at these Nielsen charts. Through the end of May, average unit prices for fresh beef were $6.20, while average unit prices for meat alternatives were $6.22. For seafood alternatives, $4.05. Both Impossible and Beyond have been expanding their retail footprints and working to bring down pricing. Impossible in February cut its suggested retail pricing by 20% for the first time.
Now,
Beyond Meat.
Granted, this clip was a couple of months ago, and we all know prices have only gone up from what they reported then. But the propaganda and the psychological conditioning to make this more acceptable is running rampant. Okay, we all know Bill Gates is a big proponent of alternative proteins, and Congress, at least the leftist Looney Tunes, okay, are right there too. So what's the government actually trying to do? They're trying to wean us off meat, period. Okay. What's the easiest way to get people to stop doing something, to make the people bend to their will? Make everything so expensive that people can't afford to buy it. Then the population needs to go to the government to eat, and all they'll be provided is approved food. Look at the increase in SNAP benefits. They're actually enticing people to get onto food stamps. It just increased food stamps 25%. They didn't do something to reduce the price of groceries. They just gave more free money. Okay. Then there's the countless taxpayer-funded grants that are being given out for cultivated meat research. $3.5 million to UC Davis, $4 million awarded to a group of scientists from 9 different countries under the GFI competitive grant program, on top of tens of millions of dollars in the past couple of years that billionaires like Bill Gates and Richard Branson have given, on top of Cargill and Tyson doing it too. Okay, you know, those good old companies that provide the meat that you buy, provide the food, the feed for the meat. Okay. So what the hell are they trying to feed us? What do they want to do? All right, this is where I say, if you're eating lunch, stop right now. Here's the ingredients from a Beyond Burger: water, pea protein, expeller pressed canola oil, refined coconut oil, rice protein, natural flavors, cocoa butter, mung bean protein, methyl cellulose, potato starch, apple extract, pomegranate extract, salt, potassium chloride, vinegar, lemon juice concentrate, sunflower lecithin, and beet juice extract. That sounds delicious. How about the Impossible Burger? That's soy protein concentrate, coconut oil, sunflower oil, potato protein, methyl cellulose, yeast extract, salt, gums, water, and additives. The ingredient that gives the Impossible Burger the taste of meat is heme. It's an iron-containing compound that in meat comes from animal muscle or tissue. In the Impossible Burger, it's soy-based and comes from yeast fermentation. Cool, that sounds appetizing. Oh, if that's not appetizing enough for you, how about this? There's a company in Germany that's doing Bill Gates proud. It's called Bug Foundation. They've been around since 2018. Their founder said, to make our burgers, we process buffalo worms, which is basically mold beetle larvae. The insects are crushed and turned into a paste, and then other vegetarian ingredients are added to the mix, such as onions and tomato paste. Doesn't that sound like something you want to serve your kids tonight for dinner? Guys, it takes about 10 cubic feet of freezer space to store half a cow, a half side of beef, okay? You can get freezers for about $200. Now, with the difficulty in getting things shipped to the U.S. right now, if you can, buy a freezer. It will save you money, all right? Sure, you're going, oh my God, $200. I did a video a month ago on the beef I got, everything, y'all saw it, for $3 a pound. A lot cheaper than anything that I just showed you, okay? Make contacts with a rancher, a farmer, whatever it would be. Get your name on a list for a quarter side of beef, for a half a side of beef, for a hog. Raise chickens, raise quail, raise ducks, do something. Learn to fish, okay? Do something. Unless soy protein, crickets, or worms sound like a nice Sunday dinner for you. Gotta get the food, guys. This is as simple as it comes. It's going to be so expensive, you're not going to be able to get it, where you're going to have to eat junk like this. All right? Strange, crazy, the real world. This is what they are pushing us toward. This is a hugely important prep. Have a good Wednesday afternoon. Pinball out.